next on the news. The funeral for a holy man and Hall of Famer coach, St. John's University paying one last tribute to Lou Carnesecca. The Diocese of Brooklyn getting into the Christmas spirit. See a sneak peek of the tree going up in Grand Army Plaza. The tablet newspaper making sure gifts appear under trees for dozens of kids across the Diocese of Brooklyn. How you can contribute to the Bright Christmas campaign. Plus, a Catholic academy in Bay Ridge remembers the reason for the holiday season with a live nativity. I'm Katie Vasquez. Currents News starts right now. St. John's University says goodbye to Lou Carnesecca, a legendary coach and a man of strong faith. The Queens campus welcomed mourners to St. Thomas More Church for Carnesecca's funeral on Friday. The Hall of Famer coached the Catholic College's basketball team for 24 years, amassing 526 wins. But faculty, students, family, and friends say his lasting impact stretches beyond the court. St. John's University remembering a life filled with faith, family, and basketball. The Catholic College celebrating a funeral mass for Coach Lou Carnesecca, who died at the age of 99, 5 weeks shy of his 100th birthday.
What a life. What a legacy. What a man.
He was known as a true St. John's man, leading the men's basketball team to 526 wins over 24 seasons. Former St. John's basketball player Billy Schaefer offered the eulogy, speaking about how he admired the coach's style on the court.
He would be running a fast break or playing defense from the sidelines. Sometimes he would even be on the floor.
But it was his actions on and off the court that caught the world's attention. In a tribute on X, formerly known as Twitter, Brooklyn Bishop Robert Brennan said, in a fatherly way, he also followed his players, showing interest in their careers and their lives. There were fond memories shared of his time with students at his funeral, including one season where things weren't going well.
He called a sports psychologist in, and it didn't work. And finally, he said, I got the answer. One word: graduation.
Lou was also a man of great faith, living out the Vincentian mission of St. John's.
Who loved to receive Eucharist, which gave him strength to do all the things.
While Lou came to his eternal rest, his legacy continues at the Queens campus, with an arena that bears his name and a statue in the lobby showing him fist pumping. Those that knew him say they will always remember his kind soul.
He didn't just teach basketball, he taught about life with grace and warmth and wit.
We love you, Coach, and we will never forget you. How could we?
St. John's plans to continue honoring Coach Carnesecca with events through January 11th, including a celebration for what would have been his 100th birthday. This weekend marks the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. Brooklyn Bishop Robert Brennan speaking about the holy day on the latest episode of his podcast, Big City Catholics, telling his flock how in this time preparing for the birth of Jesus, Catholics should remember the Blessed Mother.
It's really a celebration. Immaculate Conception, Mary, from the very first moment of her conception, was kept from original sin. Mary was able to say yes to God because she knew that God would be faithful. And then Guadalupe kind of takes it into modern times. It's not like Mary is just somebody from the past, but that assumed into heaven, living the first fruits of Christ's resurrection. She can still accompany through God's grace, God's people on that pilgrim way.
That other feast day Bishop Brennan mentioned is Our Lady of Guadalupe, which the diocese will celebrate in Mass on December 12th. You can listen to the full conversation on Bishop Brennan's podcast, Big City Catholics, at podcast.dioceseofbrooklyn.org, or search for Big City Catholics on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. The Vatican is also getting ready for the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. At 7 a.m. on Sunday, firefighters will go to Piazza di Spagna and place a wreath on the arms of the statue of Mary there, a tradition dating back more than 150 years. Later, Pope Francis will pray in front of the monument and lay flowers at the base of the almost 40-foot statue. Meantime, Pope Francis got a new ride this week. The updated Popemobile was made by Mercedes-Benz and features heated seats and sidebars where the pontiff can rest his hands. But those who gifted the Pope his new car say the features on this model go beyond that. It was tailor-made for the Holy Father.
What's special about this next generation Popemobile is that it is all electric, but combined with hundreds of hours of craftsmanship and passion down to the last detail. Of course, the chair for His Holiness, but down to just little platforms that the Swiss Guard can stand on behind, the crest of the Pope, obviously, and craftsmanship and perfection in every detail.
The first official Popemobile was also Mercedes, given to Pope Pius XI in 1930. Amid the Advent celebrations, the Diocese of Brooklyn is getting ready for Christmas. This 30-foot-tall Norway spruce, hailing from Huntington, is now in Grand Army Plaza as the diocese's official Christmas tree. They will have a tree lighting ceremony that will include prayer and music and will be emceed by our very own Christine Persichetti. You can be there for all of it. Just be at Grand Army Plaza next Friday, December 13th at 5 p.m. While the Diocese of Brooklyn is preparing for Christmas, the tablet newspaper is helping you remember the reason for the season. They are starting their Bright Christmas campaign, which for the last 60 years has been fulfilling a promise to households around the Diocese of Brooklyn that every kid will have a present under the tree on Christmas. The campaign raises hundreds of thousands of dollars to do so, and they need your help. Just go online to thetablet.org/brightchristmas. You can also make a check out to Bright Christmas and mail it to 856 Pacific Street in Brooklyn. The zip code is 11238. You can also see that info on how to give, plus who your money is going to in this week's tablet. The paper is further getting the kids themselves into the Christmas spirit by announcing their annual art contest. Kids and teens from across the diocese are being asked to pull out their pencils, paintbrushes, crayons, and markers to showcase how they are keeping Christ in Christmas. For more information on rules and how to enter, pick up the paper this weekend from your local church. It not only lays them out for you, but you can see a special QR code that will take you right to the contest homepage. You can also support the tablet and Catholic journalism by becoming a member. You can do so by going online to thetablet.org/become-member. Some of the young people in the Diocese of Brooklyn are already in the Christmas spirit. Fontbonne Hall Academy in Bay Ridge opening their doors Wednesday for carols on the Narrows.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree,
the Fontbonne Chamber Choir performing the holiday classics in front of roughly 100 guests. The Christmas tradition for the all-girls high school helps spread holiday cheer while celebrating Fontbonne's steadfast connection with its community. And while Fontbonne sang about the coming of Christ, St. Patrick's Catholic Academy experienced it with a live nativity. The Brooklyn School's second-grade students created the in-person creche, which features real-life animals, a multitude of angels, and some music. The live nativity is part of a school-wide lesson on the birth of Jesus and is a tradition that began as part of St. Patrick's Christmas concert. During the COVID pandemic, it was moved outside and expanded, adding the animals and angels to create this amazing scene. Do you have a story idea or want to share a tip from your parish? Email us at newstips@desalesmedia.org or call our 24-hour number 718-517-3122. That is this Currents News Update. I'm Katie Vasquez. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.